I was in second grade. My stepdad, he's the one that raised me. He got drunk. He took my little brother hostage, said he was going to cut his throat, and I watched the cops blow his brains out probably 10 feet away from me. Fuck, I have bad memories, bro. I was faced to live life on my own at an early age. I ran away. My mom got sentenced 4 years in prison. My dad was already in prison, so I ran away and I didn't have a place to go back home. I started life on my own. I learned everything the wrong way. Sold every drug there is: heroin, crack, pills, meth, prostitution. I used to have women that I used to prostitute, whatever I had to do in order to eat. At the time I was buying prescriptions for 100, 250 Percocet 30s at a time and selling them out on the street. I would rob dope dealers, other drug dealers. I was a stick-up kid at one point in time. If you had something and I wanted it, I didn't think twice about coming in your house and taking it. I thought we were getting yanked, huh? Is it those lights? Is that why you said that?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck! Later, guys. My name ain't Carlos. No. I don't know what originally happened, but some guys pulled up. They told us get in the car. He had a pass with them. They had an altercation. They reached in the back seat, shot him in the jaw, and threw us out of the car. So I had to hold his jaw because his jaw was dangling, and I had to help him hold it and call the medics and wait for the cops to respond. It's like an out-of-body experience. You really don't focus on it until afterwards. You know, for the time being, you're focusing on holding his jaw or doing what you got to do, and it's not until afterwards, you know, an hour or two later, when your adrenaline goes down on how big it really was. The cops we used to call them the Power Squad. That was their nickname. And you know, if you were out past 12 o'clock, they'd pull over, they'd beat you up. They didn't ask who you were, they didn't ask nothing. They just jumped out and beat you up. But fortunate for me, you know, I was pretty fast. I usually got away. Now I'm the executive assistant. I'm the assistant to the CEO at Heading Home. I'm also the co-director for the city's winter shelter. It's the largest shelter. We have a 500 max capacity for men, women, and children. When I was young, I was one of those shelter kids. I grew up in shelters and crack houses, stuff like that. You know, like I say, my mom's been addicted my whole life growing up. But it feels good to be able to give back to myself in a sense, you know. I look at them and I see myself and who I was at one point in time, and I know the difference that I can make, you know. I know by giving them a Christmas when they don't have any money for any presents, I know how big that is and how vital it can be to them at their early ages.